Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be solving binary tree level order traversal, and this is the implementation of level order traversal. I'm not solved this problem yet. If you see, I'm going to be solving it with you today, and I'm going to be explaining each step and I'm solving it. Okay. So what do you need for level order traversal? It's an iterative approach. First thing that you need to know, it's not a recursive approach because you're going through level by level. You're not going inside the depth. You're going via the breadth. Okay. That's why it's called BFS. Simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a queue data structure. So we're going to have a queue, and this is going to have? This is going to have the tree node. The type of the values that you're going to have inside the queue is nothing but tree node. I'm going to call it my queue because this will be new linked list, right? Because this is a implementation of linked list. Perfect. Now, what will I do? I'll add the initial element, that is the root. Okay. Now what am I doing is I also need to have a list of list, so that will be my final answer, right? So I'll call it my final list equals to new array list of my thing. Okay. Now my queue, if you see, my queue has if you see, my queue of, let's just take a simple example. Let's just take three. Okay, let's take the same example actually. 320 and 15 and 7, right? So my queue has 3, right? So I'm going to iterate until let me put this on. This is, let me name it so that there's no confusion. Okay, perfect. So this is my queue and I'm gonna have 3 in my queue, right? Let me draw the queue better actually. Perfect. This is my queue. Okay, now currently has 3, right? What will I do? I will iterate. I will just say that I'll iterate until my queue dot size is not equal to 0. Okay. Now I'll take the size of my queue. Size is my queue dot size. Why the size of the queue? Because each so at a given point, what will my queue have? My queue will have nothing but all the elements in that particular level. So if this is level 1, okay, this is level 2, and this is level 3, it will have all the 3 elements on this level. At a given point, it will have all the elements in a given level. Okay, so currently it has 3, which is on the first level, right? So I'll take the size. Now also, this is a list of list. I need to return my answer like this. What do I have to do? I'll have to create a list, right? I'll create a list, and this will be of integer type, integer, and then I'll call it my list equals to new array list. Perfect. Okay. Now what will I do? I will iterate through all the elements in my list. In my queue, right? In I equals to 0, I less than size, and then I plus plus. Perfect. Now I'm iterating through all the elements in my list. What will I have to do? I will add it to my list. Okay, I'll simply add it to my list dot add of my my queue dot port. So what is queue? It's FIFO, it's first in first out. So I'm just taking out the first value, that is 3. Done, right? After this, what do I have to do? I'll have to say final list dot add my list, right? Perfect. Now are we done? No, we're not done, right? So now we have 3, we have pulled out 3, meaning we have removed 3, right? We have removed 3. Now when we remove 3, what do we have to do? We have to add the left element of 3 and also the right element of 3. Left node of tree and also the right node of tree, because queue is holding the tree node type, right? So I will add 9 and 20. So when you come to the next level, my queue size will be 2 2, and what did I tell you? At a given point, it will have all the elements in that particular level, right? So now what will I do? It's simple, right? Instead of doing this, I can have something like, uh, you know, tree node current equals to, okay, my q dot pole. I should be actually adding the value, right? Not the node, because this is of type integer and our answer is also of type integer. I will add the value. Perfect. Now, after adding the value, what do I have to do? I can just say that simply. I can just say if my only if my current dot left. Let's take for this example, okay, the same example for 15. Would I be adding null over here? This value is null, right? Should I be adding it to my queue? No, I should not be adding it to my queue. If I'm going to do that, my queue size is never going to be empty, and I'm going to get an exception, right? Either time limit exceeded or stack. Right, not stack. I think you'll get time limit exceeded, right? So now if my current dot left is not equal to null, what will I do? I'll say my queue dot add current dot left, right? You can use add or you can use offer also. The difference is that offer handles the exception. I don't think add handles exception. Current dot right is not equal to null. What will I do? I'll say my queue dot add current dot right. Perfect. Yeah. Now I added left and right. Okay. Now are we done? Yes, I think we are done. So what we have to do is we just have to return final list. Okay, now let's run this and see. Are we missing anything? No, perfect. Let's just run this and see, and let's see how it works. Okay. Current dot value is null, right? Okay. If my root is null, okay. If my root is null, what do I have to do? I just have to return. Okay. If my root equals to null, what do I have to do? I just have to return new array list. Right? Let's see how it runs. Perfect. So I just return here empty list. Okay. Now let me submit it. Perfect. And what is your yeah, so basically what are you doing? At each level you're adding whatever the elements are in your queue, right? So what is the time complexity for so your queue would always have the elements at a given level, right? So your time complexity has to do something with the max number of elements at a given level, right? So that would be your time complexity. Okay. Now perfect. We got in the solution. This is actually how you implement level order traversal. This is the implementation of it, and there are a lot of problems based on this, and there are, like, all you have to do is just tweak the problem, tweak your logic inside this for loop in such a way that it's handling whatever the question is asking. Okay, thank you so much for watching.